revving up, standing by for the throttle up call. Transducer, instrumentation only, no action required. Atlantis now 15 miles in altitude, already 16 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center, 1 minute 40 seconds into the flight. Atlantis flexing its muscles one final time. Atlantis traveling almost 2,600 miles an hour, 21 miles in altitude, 24 miles downrange, standing by for solid rocket booster separation.
Again, those were the words of NASA's Public Affairs Information Specialist, George Diller. As he said, on the shoulders of the space shuttle, America will continue the dream, and as it does trace its arc into the sky. Matt Gutman, we've heard so much that the difference is so very stark between watching what we've just watched on television and witnessing this liftoff live. What was it like to watch?
Well, you heard those cheers, Josh. They went up and they were very, very powerful. There was a surge of energy here just as it happened. And following that surge of energy and that flash of light, about 20 seconds later, you feel that rumble, the explosions of 3.5 million pounds of liquid rocket fuel just going off, and it vibrates in your whole body. It is what everybody came out here to see. Those nearly 1 million people watching, they got exactly what they came for. A proud moment for NASA, a great way to end 30 years of history and 135 missions here at the Kennedy Space Center, Josh.
It has certainly been, the shuttle program, one of the defining chapters of modern American history. And as we celebrate a final look then at the wonder of human achievement, it seems fair to ask, Matt, where will we go and how will we get there?
Well, it's going to take a while before we go anywhere again. NASA has essentially conceded space travel to private companies for the next 5 or 6, probably 10 years. Among them, one called Bigelow Aerospace that is planning inflatable space station. Another one called SpaceX, which hopes to take cargo to the International Space Station in about a year or two. There are private companies that are going to space, but we're not looking at manned space travel anytime in the future. And that was what was so special about the shuttle. The most complex machine ever built, able to take up to 8 people up into space, no problem, 50,000 pounds of cargo, and we probably will not see another machine like that in our lifetimes, Josh.
ABC's Matt Gutman on the scene, and again, we remember the dark day, January 28th, 1986, when Challenger was lost, and the loss of 7 lives. And President Reagan took to the airwaves that night, preempting the State of the Union address, and so quoted from the poem High Flight by John Gillespie McGee Jr., when he said, "They slipped the surly bonds of earth to touch the face of God." And we saw that one final time today, as the space shuttle Atlantis drew to a close, a 30-plus year